indictment by the Southern District of New York against Nicolas Maduro. Nicolas Maduro, the president of Venezuela. Um, yeah, let's talk about that. There's a big indictment that was just announced by Bill Barr. So let's get to the news. As you know, Venezuela used to have a leader called Hugo Chavez, who was a very big nemesis of George Bush. Hugo Chavez died of cancer, and Maduro took over. And Maduro has not been easy with the American authorities, so there's some kind of beef going on with these people. So it's personal. That's what I mean. It's personal because Maduro has privatized a lot of things in Venezuela, and they don't like that because Venezuela used to be a running field for the United States, and once Hugo Chavez privatized everything, it kind of what happened. So here's Bill Barr. I don't know why is it. Sorry about that.
Good morning, everybody. This is the first time we've tried a virtual press conference at the Department of Justice, and I hope it goes okay. But I appreciate all of you participating this morning. Today I'm here to talk about the former Maduro regime and its direct participation in narco-terrorism, corruption, money laundering, and drug trafficking. Joining me today are the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Jeff Berman, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Florida, Ariana Fajardo, the Assistant Attorney General for the Criminal Division, Brian Benjakowski, and DEA Administrator Udom Dill. As you will hear, the Department of Justice is announcing the unsealing of a superseding indictment filed in the Southern District of New York against 4 defendants, including Nicolas Maduro, as well as the current head of Venezuela's Constituent Assembly, the former Director of Military Intelligence, and a former high-ranking general for their involvement in narco-terrorism. In addition, a recent superseding indictment charges 2 high-ranking regime leaders with corruption. Further, the Southern District of Florida unsealed charges this week
Estamos escuchando el indictment en el que la denuncia en el que se le acusa por narcotráfico al presidente de Venezuela, Nicolás Maduro, por el distrito judicial de Nueva York, del sur de Nueva York. Está hablando Bill Barr, el que está en cargo del Departamento de Justicia, básicamente el FBI, las policías federales de los Estados Unidos. Eso es bien serio. Hay una orden de captura y hay una fianza de $15, $10 por sus generales. Ellos conspiraron con las FARC. Las FARC son unos guerrilleros de Colombia que siempre han atacado Colombia hace 50 años. Entonces, como las FARC son de Colombia, dice él que las FARC coge protección del gobierno de Venezuela.
However, there's a dissident group of about 2,500 FARC members, and they have taken up on the border between Venezuela and Colombia. These FARC dissidents continue to be involved in drug trafficking and armed insurgency. They've obtained the support of the Maduro regime, who is allowing them to use Venezuela as a safe haven from which they can continue to conduct their cocaine trafficking and their armed insurgency. There's an area right on the border in Colombia, Norte de Santander, which is near Lake Maracaibo, up into Central America. Since 2016, this air bridge has been established and has grown fivefold in just those 4 years. In addition, the regime is allowing these drug traffickers to take drugs by a maritime route into the Caribbean. We estimate that somewhere between 200 and 250 metric tons of cocaine are shipped out of Venezuela by these routes. Those 250 metric tons equate to 30 million lethal doses. The United States attorneys from the Southern District of New York and the Southern District of Florida, as well as Assistant Attorney General for the Department's Criminal Division, will now describe.
So they charge Venezuela too by
sense of just how deeply
they charge Venezuela of transporting drugs to others to the Caribbean.
profiting from this corruption.
So I'm guessing this is a bigger investigation. This is just not. This doesn't like it starts with them, but it stops everywhere.
I'll turn it over to the United
When I say stop everywhere, I mean like if you investigate Venezuela right now, you investigating the routes that they have with Dominican Republic, with Trinidad and Tobago. Dominican Republic has no extradition case. Like for example, in the case of the YouTuber that got caught, he was running from the law because he was a pedophile. When he was in Dominican Republic for years, the United States couldn't do anything because they have no extradition agreement with Dominican Republic. But as soon as he reached Colombia, since Colombia is a big ally of the United States, I'm an ally. I'm an ally. As a Colombian person, I'm an ally. What are you talking about? I'm an American ally. Like, we are allies. As soon as that kid went to Colombia, they snatched him so quick that he didn't even get to drop the next video.
While Maduro and the other cartel members held long
Why, Starman?
with Venezuelan political and military leaders,
Why are you looking at me?
the conduct described
My dog is looking.
wasn't statecraft or service for the Venezuelan people. As alleged, the defendants betrayed the Venezuelan people and corrupted Venezuelan institutions to line their pockets with drug money. The defendants called their cartel the Cartel of the Suns. The name they chose reflects the cartel's identity and operations. It is a direct reference to the sun-shaped stars that Venezuelan military officers wear on their uniforms. The three former military officers of the highest rank are charged in this indictment. At the direction of Maduro and in pursuit of their own personal profits, these officers negotiated drug sales, protected the FARC's transportation of coca leaves from Colombia, provided safe haven in Venezuela for cocaine manufacturing facilities, and supplied authorization codes and cover for the planes and the boats that transported the shipments as they began their journey to the United States. The indictment also charges senior leaders of the FARC, the Colombian terrorist group that has long been one of the largest cocaine producers in the world. Around 1999, the cartel invited the FARC to expand its operations across the Colombian borders into Venezuela as part of the cartel's effort to flood the United States with cocaine. In exchange for their contributions, the FARC leaders received caches of military-grade weapons, including machine guns, ammunition, rocket launchers, and explosives, equipment to help fuel their long-maintained efforts. This is Maduro, the leader of the Cartel of the Sun. He is charged along with his co-defendants with conspiracy to commit narco-terrorism, conspiracy to export hundreds of tons of cocaine into the United States, and related weapons offenses. These charges carry with them a mandatory minimum sentence of 50 years imprisonment and a maximum sentence of life. Maduro is currently in Venezuela, but he may travel outside of Venezuela. And if anyone is aware of such travel, we also want them to be aware that the State Department has offered a reward of $15 million capture for the conviction of Maduro. Maduro's three cartel co-conspirators, Alcala, Severo, and Kuril, are at large, and the State Department has offered a $10 million reward for their arrest and/or conviction. Cabello is the president of Venezuela's Constituent Assembly, as well as a current military officer and one of Maduro's top lieutenants in the cartel. Cabello has personally coordinated large cocaine shipments for the cartel and helped deliver rocket launchers to the farm. Carvajal used to be the head of Venezuelan military intelligence. He is a key cartel operative who worked with Maduro and Cabello to facilitate cocaine shipments. Alcala is a former Venezuelan general who operated near the Colombian border as an intermediary between the FARC and the cartel.
And what experts are saying is that there could be 1 million needed. So are you going to be able to meet that demand? And are you aware, is the president aware that the relaxing restrictive measures is going to mean that you need more?
Let me bring you up on the history here of what we inherited.
It's 3 o'clock.
The Obama administration had the H1N1 flu
Peter,
crisis.
why are you wasting your time on this and not solving the problem that you have? Peter, why are you even talking about this?
You made the claim that this
I did not.
administration was ill-prepared. I am trying to run the
that's a
tape. I
fact,
just
Peter.
heard that. I run the
That is a
tape. You
fact,
just said that. I
Peter.
want to respond to that.
I'm asking you if you're going to be able to get to 1 million ventilators.
Why responding? You keep like interrupting me.
My question, Peter, is are you going to be able to get to 1 million?
Let's
Can you
just
get to
have
1
a
million
conversation.
ventilators?
You keep talking in my ear, and you won't let me talk. May I speak, please?
Will you answer the question? Can you get to 1 million
As
ventilators?
a home to the largest population of Venezuelan
Wasn't the
nationals in
question.
the
You
United
started
States,
by
the
saying
Southern
this
District of Florida,
administration was
my home,
ill-prepared.
has a special connection to this historic announcement by Attorney General William Barr. As I drive from my home every day to my downtown office, I see literally the fraud and corruption of Maduro's regime. Whether it is million-dollar condos or yachts,
Did they take you a look after you?
and or
Huh?
jets
Did they
that
take you
fly
a
through
look
the
at
air,
both
private
of you?
jets.
Why?
All of these belonging to whether it's Venezuelan generals or Venezuelan officials. All of this has become a part of our society in southern Florida. Well, I have a message to all of these Venezuelan officials. This party is coming to an end. In 2018, my office created a specialized unit, and that unit was created specifically to target corrupt foreign officials who use the banking system in the United States to clean their dirty money. They bring that money from South America to the United States to further their corrupt schemes. Since the inception of this specialized unit in our office, we have charged more than a dozen current and former Venezuelan nationals, both government officials as well as civilians, who have helped Maduro and his regime steal money from the people of Venezuela. We have seized over $450 million from defendants in connections to these cases. And we are just getting started. Today, I am pleased to announce that the Southern District of Florida has charged the current Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Venezuela, Michael Moreno, with international money laundering and conspiracy to commit money laundering. As alleged in the criminal complaint against him, an extensive investigation by the Department of Homeland Security investigation revealed corruption and infection of the justice system in Venezuela at the highest level. In Venezuela, civil cases and criminal cases are not decided in a principled way. They're not decided based on evidence or what is right or what is wrong. Instead, decisions are based on whether or not you bribe the right person. An independent judiciary is supposed to be the last line of defense against the powerful and corrupt. The charges against Chief Justice Moreno demonstrate that the last line of defense in Venezuela has crumbled, creating a system without rule of law and without justice. In short, Venezuela has descended into a state of corruption, resulting in a massive treasure grab for the rich and powerful. As alleged in the complaint, the Chief Justice demanded bribes on dozens and dozens of substantial matters before his court. For example, the Chief Justice allowed the seizure of General Motors, a company worth $100 million in Venezuela, all in exchange for a percentage of those proceeds. And this left thousands of Venezuelans without.
I'll be back.